Peace. Listen up. Another person's happiness is not your responsibility. See, we have turned other people's happiness into our 9 to 5s. And on top of that, we have attached an expectation along with it in regards to how we perceive the other person should respond to our effort to make them happy. When at the end of the day, the only thing that comes with expectation is suffering. Why? Because you cannot control how another person responds to things that you do. So you need to stop taking things personal or personally when people do not respond in a manner to which you think they should. You do not know, truthfully, the quality of the state of mind that a lot of people are in. So it may not be a situation to where they don't appreciate what you have done for them. They may just be in a bad space. So the lack of appreciation can go both ways. So you think they don't appreciate what you've done for them, but at the end of the day, you may not appreciate that they just may not be in the space to where they are ready for that type of energy. And by you taking that personally, you are making matters worse. You striving to force them to react and respond a certain type of way. You trying to apply that pressure when they not ready. They not ready for that type of energy. They not ready to release that energy. So you can't be mad at that. You can't be upset about that, especially if they didn't ask you to do what you did for them. So drop the expectations. If you gonna do kind gestures for people, just do the kind gesture. Don't attach an expectation to it. Don't attach this perception of how they should respond to it. Just do it because you wanted to do it and because that's who you are, and you keep it pushing. They may respond the way that you would like for them to respond years later. They may double back years later and show their appreciation. But in the moment, they just may not be ready for it. They just may not be in that space to be able to receive it the way that you think they should receive it. And that's okay. That's okay. At some point, we have got to realize that expectations lead to suffering. Just be kind because that's who you are. Just be generous because that's who you are. Just be happy because that's who you are. But don't try to force other people. Don't try to force other people to behave, respond, and react the way that you feel like they should. The world doesn't work like that. So with that understanding being understood, stop going out of your way and stop neglecting who you are. Stop neglecting yourself, your own happiness, and your own peace to try to bring that to other people. Because at the end of the day, as I just said, that will lead to a lot of frustration, disappointments, letdowns. Because you are going to continue to attach these expectations to things. And that's the recipe and the formula for being let down and disappointed. So you have got to prioritize yourself. You have got to prioritize your happiness and your peace. And you will find out that when you prioritize self, when you prioritize your peace, your sanity, your happiness, then you will attract everything that you are looking for. But when you try to force that type of environment, you're going to get the total opposite of what you are looking for. So you have to let these things come to you naturally. And the way that you allow these things or these environments to come to you naturally is by focusing on yourself, mastering self, making sure you have all of these qualities that you are striving to attract in your life. So you got to work on the inner environment within yourself. And then your outer environment will reflect that. And that includes the people in it. So again, another person's happiness is not your responsibility and it's not your full-time, neither is it your part-time job. Happiness, peace, bliss, it's an inside job. The only person that can make you happy is you. The only person that can make that person that you trying to make happy is that person. It's not your job. That's not your duty. That's not your responsibility. Peace.